Candy with eyes2jesus.blogspot.com, and today I'm doing the Planner Babe tag. I really wish it was called something more like Planner Girl tag. I don't really like the word babe, so I'll call it the Planner Girl tag. But anyways, it's got 12 questions, so let's get started. Number 1, what bag do you carry your planner in? I carry my planner in my purse, so whatever purse I'm carrying at the time, that's what my planner is carried in. That does mean that I choose my purses based on if they will fit my planner and my other stuff, and if not, then that's not a bag or a purse that I would carry. And currently I'm carrying a black purse that I got from Walmart. I had to go a little bit more bigger than my Thanksgiving purse. I could fit everything in my Thanksgiving purse, but it was really crowded, so it would take me a little while when I was out and about. As where the purse I got right now is a bit taller, and so now I have extra room so I can literally just throw things in. 2, how many planners do you actually use at one time? I only use one planner at a time. I am a one planner girl. 3, what is your planning routine? I plan at nighttime in bed before I go to sleep. It helps me to envision the next day and make sure everything is set, and then I sleep better. And so my planning routine is to get all comfy in bed when it's time for me to plan. And after I plan, I usually do some Bible study and reading and then turn out the lights. But while I'm planning, I will take a look at that day and see if anything didn't get done. Then I will forward it on to the next day or whichever other day I want to forward it to. I will then write down some things that maybe I had thought of that I want to get done the next day. And then I take a look at my monthly calendar and I see, is there anything coming up on that next day that I'm planning for? And is there anything coming up on the next few days after that that I may have to start preparations for? And then I write those down. After that, I will write down my cleaning chores and the children's cleaning chores for the next day, and then I write down our planned breakfast, lunches, and suppers with their sides that I have on my menu page in my homemaking section of my planner. And that way I have everything on one sheet. And that's my routine. I am a minimal decorator. I am a very functional planner, but I do like my planner to be pretty and cute, so I have the occasional sticker or washi here and there sometimes. Alright, number 4. What snacks do you eat during planning? I don't eat in bed, so since I plan in bed, I don't eat snacks when planning. Now, if I'm working on something for my planner, like if I'm making new dividers or a new dashboard, or it's something that's going to take a while and be fun, then obviously I'm not doing that in bed because I'm going to need my paper cutter and my laminator, and that's really making things for my planner. Then if I'm going to have any snack while I'm working on that at the table, it's usually going to be a big bowl of popcorn. Number 5, when did you start planning and how did you get introduced to the planner community? That's a couple of questions. I started planning when I was 12. I'm 41 now. And the reason why I started planning was I was really tired of being bored and feeling like I wasn't accomplishing enough in my life. I was am an only child, and my MBTI personality type is INTJ. So I am a dominant NI, which is introverted intuition, meaning I'm almost constantly in the future. Now one of my sons is ISTJ, so he's dominant SI, so he's almost always constantly in the past and memories and looking back and reflecting. I'm constantly in the future. And so I decided one day when I was 12 that I wanted to sit down and just start making a schedule for myself. I grabbed like a composition book, and I wrote down a list of goals, things that I want to learn, things that I want to accomplish, things I want to get done, things that I want to get better at. And then I wrote down a little budget because I had a little bit of money that I'd get here and there, and you know, how much I had, what I was saving up to get, what the goal with that money was. And then I'd write down what I wanted for some of my meals. My mom always made supper each night, but breakfast I could choose to have the bacon and eggs and toast that she made every single day, or I could get my own breakfast. And she never did anything for lunch, it was get your own lunch. So I started planning my own breakfasts and lunches. And so then I would write down a timed schedule each night. I'd write down a timed schedule for the next day on stuff that had to be done at certain times. And then in my open slots, I would plug in times to work on some things for my goals list for self-improvement. I loved it. I've never been bored since. Bored is not a part of my life anymore. And I got so much accomplished. I learned so much. I felt more in control of my life. It just made all the difference. And so, yeah, I planned just writing things out like that. Oh, and at the end of each day, I would journal on that page or the next page how the day went, how I reached my goals, what I need to change and fix, etc. And when I was that age, I called those books me-ology. I guess I was studying myself to an extent. And then I just kept doing that in various journals and composition books and, blank notebooks until I got married. And then when I got married, I started doing it more in kind of a notebook fashion. And then when I had kids, I started doing it in a big 3-ring binder because I needed to keep a lot more stuff. And then in 2015, I guess that would be when I joined the planner community. I switched to an official planner and went mostly into ring-bound planners, but have played around a bit and a little bit in spiral-bound and then a lot in disc-bound, but I always go back to the ring-bound. And so yeah, and then in 2015 is when I started more sharing my planner stuff. But even before then, online, like on my blog, I would share my home management binder, which was the really big 3-ring binder that I had used as my planner since having children. And now I have everything all shrunk down and in a personal size planner that I could throw in my purse, and I love it. Number 6. Life before planning, productive or now? Well, life before planning, I've been planning since I was 12. So I was a kid. But I would say definitely more productive from age 12 and up when I started planning. 7. What is your layout preference, productive or not? My layout preference is productive. I'm very left-brained. INTJs are dominant left-brained. And I personally, I like pretty. Some of the stickers are fun, but most of the time if I'm going to use a sticker, it needs to be functional and it needs to not get in my way. Washi tape, I might use it as an accent, or I might just use it to divide things up instead of just drawing a line. But most of the time I'm not decorating, and even if I do decorate a bit, I'm always productive first. And my layout preference, I was doing week on 2 pages in my planner, and you saw those in my my recent planner tour for the new year. I recently switched to day on 1 page, and I'm not using a specific layout. I am actually just using just paper. I'm actually taking like magnetic list pad paper. If you get them, the $1 ones from the Target Dollar Spot, they're the same width as personal size paper, and they're pretty and they're cute. So they're only this longer, but they're the same width. So I just cut it shorter, punch them, throw them in, and I'm using those for daily pages right now. And on those pages, I am just writing down, like I described earlier, my to-dos, meals, chores, etc. 8. Do you prefer sticker kits or create my own spread? Again, I've never ever used a sticker kit, but I do have some planner stickers around. I've had some around for years that I use here and there. Mostly, though, I take them out if we're having planner parties or if my daughter is feeling very planny. My daughter is right-brained, so she loves decorating. So I'll let her get into my stickers and do decorating in her planner. And what is the most you have spent in a store for planner supplies? I guess that's part 2 in question 8. Maybe at one time in one store, maybe around $50, and that would be probably at Staples when I bought a faux leather Malibu planner, and then like maybe some sticky notes and some accessories to put in it. So yeah, I don't really spend a whole lot usually at one time. 9. Do you prefer spiral, disc, or journal style? None of those. I prefer rings. 10. Favorite planner supply. Not exactly sure what that means. My favorite planner supplier would be Staples and Hobby Lobby and Franklin Covey and Daytimer and Day Runner. But my favorite planner supply thing, maybe something that I use in planning, well, that would actually be the planner binder itself. And that being because that's what I see each day before I see the inner contents, and so I want my planner binder to be something that makes me happy. And I am still very happily in this beauty, and this is the personal sized fuchsia colored Filofax Classic Croc. no complaints. This thing just gets better and better with use as the leather gets even softer and more supple and trains to how I like it to lay. This is amazing. I'm really happy with it. So I guess that's the closest I can get to favorite planner supply. 11, favorite thing to plan. Examples, meals, faith, budget, cleaning. I have no favorite thing to plan. I love planning everything. I love the whole process beginning to end. I look forward to my planning time each night. So everything. 12, any funny planner stories? Don't really, nothing's coming to mind. I have a little funny quirky thing currently with this planner. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. But there's a certain way I close it sometimes, and when I do it fast, it sounds like it's exhaling. Let's see if I can try it. Didn't do it. But every once in a while I'll close it fast, and it lets out this really quiet whistle, exhaling sound. I'm thinking it's air escaping out of the top pocket here every once in a while when I close it fast. But yeah, I don't really have any funny planner stories. I just don't. But anyways, that is my participation in the Planner Girl tag or the Planner Babe tag. And if you are a Planner Girl and you watched this video and you have not been a part of the tag yet, then tag, you are it. I would love to see your video. I will include the questions from this tag that I received in the description box below. Have a blessed day.